Alright, welcome to the table. Gonna play some solo Gugong here. First thing I'm gonna do is set up the game a little bit. In a solo game, and if you haven't watched how to play Gugong, I did a video, we did early on in this channel, so we don't tend to share a lot of times some of our earlier videos, but I will go ahead and put a link at the top right if you would like to be a little familiar with the base game, the regular game of Gugong. In solo, and I'll reference some things while I'm playing, of how to play and whatnot. I'll try to take my time, go through some of the differences of what I'm doing versus what the AI is doing. In solo mode, I give these a shuffle. These are the cards that come out to set up the game, and I will go ahead and take a peek at this card, which will be their special Atoma card, their little special area. So I have to remember that the number 4 here, whichever comes out, is going to be their special tile that they will do better actions, even more powered actions. So these are going to come out randomly, and I'll be on the lookout for the 4. The 4 is going to be in the jade area over here. So what I do is I take their double worker and I put it here as a reminder that this is their special area. They have 2 cards in their decks. I'm playing in normal mode, so they have 2 overpowered cards. If I were playing in easy mode, they would only have 1. But I plan on losing, apparently, because I'm going to play normal mode. And I'm not all that good, so we'll see how close I can get. Or maybe I can pull off the upset, who knows. Stranger things have happened, but not much stranger. So, and also a little thing that's weird is I get the 2-player cards. And there are different ways to play. They set aside 3 combinations. I picked the one that I'm the 2nd player, and they're the 3rd player. And in Gugong, that just means these fans that are lit up right here. 2 of those fans have shaded areas. So that means it's the 2nd player's deck, and they start with the 3rd player's deck. So they have 3 fans shaded. I really don't know how well you can see that, but that is listed at the top right. I have the camera really high up, so I'm hoping you can hear me halfway decent. All right, so to get started, I am the 1st player, so I have this token here that shows that. We already did all that. I'm going to roll the dice. This will tell me what cards would be beneficial for me to take, and those are placed up here, because whoever has majority of these numbers, 4, 6, and 7, is going to get 3 victory points, and they're going to move up on this stairway right here, and you can't even win the game if you do not get to the end of that, this right here. So that is important to me, obviously. However, the AI, they do not care so much. They don't have to get to this, but they will get the victory points if they do. First one to get there will get 7. So now we're going to see how many cubes we get. I already set it up because we're in the 1st era right here. There are 4 of them, and we're both going to get 6 cubes. We already have that. They're called servants. I might call them cubes for the rest of the game, or I'll call them servants. So we started off with that. Now I will get to do an action. So to do an action, I have numbers on my cards here. I have to play greater than the number. So these are gifts. I have to give a better gift than what is being offered back to me. So in other words, I have to play a higher number than what is already there. I can play a lower than or equal to, but that is going to cost me. It's going to cost me, if I want to still do the action at that place, it'll cost me either a card, which essentially is an action, so I'll be throwing away an action, or it'll cost me 2 servants. Alternatively, I could just do a straight trade and not do the action. I could say, you know what, I really want that 7 because that 7 is really strong for me right now. And I don't know if these dice are cut off, but it's a 4, 6, 7. So if I want to do that, I could simply trade this 7 right here, put it in my hand for next turn, and not do the action. That is an option. But ideally, I want to give a better gift and do the action. So I'm looking at my cards. I have a 4, 2, 7, and 8. They also have instant actions at the bottom of a couple of these. So what tactic would I like to go for? This game, I'm going to make mistakes. Most likely. I don't see myself playing a perfect game because there's quite a bit of upkeep. but hopefully in editing I'll catch some of, if not all of my mistakes. That'll be a tall task, but I'll try it. And there's also going to be some moments of silence. This game, there are spots in this game where I have to actually get in deep thought and make sure I make an okay move. So, my first move, let's see. I like to go for my first moves to see which ones I'd like. Well, I would like to get that 6 because a 6 is a good card. I could spend the 7. A 7's a good card as well. Maybe I can get that 7 back as well when I play this 8. So I'm going to play this 7 right here, and I will travel. So I'm going to take this 6 and put it right here, and that will be my card, one of my cards for next turn, for next round. So now I can do this action. I don't have a bonus action, so I can either move 1 on this I can travel 1, or I can spend 2 cubes to travel twice and get 2 of these special actions. So I'm looking at my options here, and for the first round I can start wherever. My opponent would always start bottom right. There's nothing there that I really care that he has, so I will let him take that. Mang is my opponent. That is their the bot's name. You know what? Maybe I'll just start out here. I know I'm gonna need it anyway. So I will go ahead and take that and move up 1 here, because that is what that symbol means. I can worship. I think that's what that's called. Worship or praise. I think that's a spot of worship. All right. Worshiping the heavens. I will go there, and my turn is done. My opponent here, this is how the AI works. So they have their hand of cards right here. They're going to flip up this, and it shows, all I care about right now is what action is lit up right there. I don't care about this just yet. So they're going to get some jade. They're going to spend 2 servants because that is the cheapest option out there. They're going to spend 2 servants to take this jade, put it on their board. 2 servants go over here, and they will spend this card and trade it with that. They do not care. They could not care any less if what these values are. We don't care at all. They take this card and put it in their discard. Now, that wasn't, yes, it was their special area, but it wasn't, you'll see a symbol that looks like the double worker. Those are the special cards. So that one is just a standard. So they're really going to get a lot of jade. I probably am not going to even focus on that jade. Maybe to take, no, I'm probably not even going to focus because they're going to be hogging all that jade. That's going to score them a ton of points. I'm actually very worried that that is their special one. We'll see how that goes. That's going to score them a lot of points. Oh well, we'll see how it plays. So they are done. Now it's my turn. I have 3 more actions here I can pick from. Now I said I wanted that 7, and I wasn't lying. It doesn't do me much good. Before I was thinking about moving here at some point in the game, but now it's not going to help me nearly as much because they're going to be really exploiting those jades. If I want jades at all, I'm going to have to get it early. I will have to go there early because it's going to cost me more and more as the game goes on to get those jades, with the exception of this, which will always be 3. Oh, but I do want that 7. Or I can do that one as well. And that one actually has a special on it, so maybe I will. Maybe I will. I will play this 8 to take that. And now I can do this action. I can either spend 2 cubes to move up twice and once on this, which essentially is like a tiebreaker board. Or I can just move up 1 for free. For now, I think I'm going to move up 1 for free. And that will be that. Alright, so I'm done. Now we go back over. Their action is going to be the same one I just did, so they're going to go ahead and move up as well. They do the basic action, and they are replacing that card with another 8, so actually it didn't make much of a difference. Back to me. I have a 2 and a 4. I would like to do that because these give me some ongoing abilities over here, and these give me endgame points. I'm more interested in the ongoing abilities because it is around 1 actually, so I'm going to spend this 2 then I won't be able to get the 4 back. I would like to have this 4 at the end. If I spend the 4 there, I'm not going to be able to get it back anyway. So I'm going to spend the 2. Take this 1 in my hand, or in my discard. I can now move up. So I will do that. I will just move up 1. I'll do the basic one because it will let me keep the first player, just in case maybe he does that action. So I will make sure that I'm the first player next turn as well. So that's that part right there. And you can see the symbols. So I did the bonus action. Now I can do the main action here. And I would like an ongoing ability. This one's really neat because then I can play cards that are equal to and still do the action, as opposed to having to be greater than. I just like the versatility of that. I do. It might not be the right choice right now, but it calls my name. This one's also very nice, perhaps even better. That might be the right choice. But these are nice too, because at sunrise every round, I will be able to do something each time. And this really depends. These are situational, whereas these, every round I'm going to get that. I have a lot of cubes. So maybe, let's see, I have a 4 here. There are no 4s on the board right now, so the equal doesn't help me that much. Would I move? I'm not going to move. So I'm going to do one of these. I will spend 1 cube, as it shows right there, and then I get to put 1 cube, again, from my reserve, my supply, whatever you want to call that I actually own, and I will put it on this right here. So I'm going to get 2 victory points immediately. It's in red, so I know I get it immediately, whereas in purple, it would be end game every time you see purple. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and get 2 victory points. This might be just off the screen. I'm not really sure. I know it's hovering right at the bottom, but I got 2 victory points so far. And that's that. I don't do this until a phase, it will be next round. So now my opponent goes. Sorry it took so long. I'm just trying to talk you through. All right, they are going to travel. So they start at the bottom right. They're going to spend this card. And they're traveling, so they are taking this and putting this right there. They could spend that later. And they're going to move up 1 by virtue of that travel. So right now they're on top of me, so they have tiebreakers if that were to matter. All right, they are done. I have 1 action left. It's a 4. I could go build the wall right here. I could compete with them on the jade. And I mean, I'm not going to compete with them, but I could at least try to score points over there. That is tempting. It's a 4, and I don't see anything better. It's either one of those two right now. I guess I could come down. Ooh, I could do this again. You know what? Let's do something more bonus actions. Let's start triggering stuff off. If I'm going to compete with them, I might want to start doing these. I'm going to try these decrees. So I'm going to take this 2, and it's going to let me actually do the sail action, which is awesome. I can put a sail out there. It goes in the first spot, and I get to put a cube out. I'm going to do the basic one. So I'm just going to put 1 cube out, and it'll move 1 space. Alternatively, I could spend a cube to put 2 out, but it wouldn't move. I'm okay with just doing 1 for now and seeing what happens. All right, and now I do the actual action. I'm tempted by this and this. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna spend 2 cubes to put 1 cube out, and I get 2 victory points. And now it is my opponent's turn. They are going to get more jade, of course. Why not? Why not? More jade. Sorry if I'm not showing the cards very well. For this video, I went way up high with the camera. I'm not used to that at all. But they are going to go ahead and do that and get some jade. So they're trading. They're getting that card. They're playing that. It's going to cost them 2 servants. Done. And they get this. They now have 2 jade. I'm not happy about that. And now that we have both gone, they have even more cool actions. They get the cards they just played. Remember, we only cared about the top, and now we flip these over and we care about the bottom. No. They get to move 1 travel for free. They'll be counterclockwise, so they go here. In this situation, they only get a victory point. They don't care about this particular action, but they will take that and get that victory point. So they're on the board. That goes away. Next card. They can get rid of 2 cubes, and they do have 2 servants here, so they'll get rid of these 2. They're going to move up 1 on this track and 1 on this track. Next, they're out of servants, so yay, that's good. They cannot get 2 cubes. They can get 1 cube right there. They can get 1 servant, but that's not good enough, so they're not going to do that. They discard this card. And they unfortunately got a free action again. They will take this, and they will move up 1 more spot here, and they are done with those. Now, in a solo game, we assume that they have 1 of these matching because it's round 1's end. Mine, I have just to beat 1, so I did that. I got 1, 2. All right, so I got 2. That means I get 2 cubes. My friend here, Mang, gets 1 cube back because he had 1 matching that we assumed. Well, 2 is greater than 1, so I get the 3 victory points. That puts me at 7. And I get to move up 1 step on this. Excellent. The boat will move 1 space by virtue of that at the end. And now we go to round 2. We see who the start player is. It is still going to be me. This temporary 1 goes right back. We replenish anything that was taken, so I can see 2 spots. We do not replenish where people are standing, so I will just throw these 2 out. We go ahead and roll the dice. One, 3, 5, the odds. 1, 3, 5. Next, we trigger off anything here in the sunrise. So I'm going to move up 2. 1, 2. Now I have break ties. And that is the only thing I had for that. Next, we're going to get our cubes based on that, what's showing. So we're both going to get 4 more cubes. 4 more servants. And they will as well. That puts them at 5 and me at 6. All right. And now we can go ahead and do our actions. Well, I'm looking at 1, 3, and 5. So I have 3 right here and a 5 right here. I am going to want to move up this. I do. I want to make sure that first player stays with me. I'm going to take 5. Play the 6. I now get a servant. And I'm just going to move up 1 because, like I said, I want this to stay with me. If he moves up 1, then he gets first player. I'd rather him not have that. All right. Now over to my buddy. My action, that bonus right here is what gave me that servant. In case you're wondering, there's a cube with a 1 on it. All right, now there you go. All right, here it is. Here is their special card. I hope you can see that. It shows that double worker right there. So that means they get jade, and not only they get jade, they get it for free because it was their special action. And they're gonna take it. Did they take it from the supply? Little rules check right here. They remove it from the supply pool, and they buy the the cheapest available. Well, not true, because this is their special one. We don't care about what the jade spot usually does. It gets the cheapest available without removing any servants. So they take this. Not good for me because it makes it harder to afford. So that's all I do. Pretty nice move there because those are going to give a lot of victory points. They already have 6 victory points in jade alone, and it's only going to get worse. All right, I'll stop being a crybaby. Let's go. I I could go there. And get, I don't have any jade. Don't have any jade. Do I want jade at all? I don't think it's even a good idea to waste servants on the jade, to be honest. So I'm not even going to bother. Unfortunately, that 2... Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play my 1. The 1 is the only thing that beats a 9. And it shows that right there. That's the only thing a 1 can do. Otherwise, what can a 1 beat? Well, a 1 can beat a 9, so I'm going to go ahead and take that 9. And I'm hoping to get that 1 back, actually, because it's worth stuff. So, bonus action, a decree right here, which is awesome. I love that. Do I want my stuff equal? Well, I have a 7 and I have a 2. There's 1, 2 out here. I will pass on that this game. I'll do this one. I'll spend 1 cube by virtue of that, and to put 1 cube out gives me 3 victory points. Puts me at 10. And now the action up there. I will think I'll just go here and get 2 victory points. 1, 2. So I'm trying to get a head start because they're going to come back strong. All right. And I could move again for 2 cubes and get 2 more. That's tempting. 2 actions left. Tempting. Do I want to do it? Oh, I get that 1 discount. Yes, I do want to do it. I'll spend 1 instead of 2 because I have this ongoing ability. So I spend 1, and I can go ahead and move here and get another 2 victory points. Yes, please. Puts me at 14. While they're sitting there at 1, I'm not about to brag. Okie doke. And did I mess that up? Yeah. So when they did an action, I am now correcting it. I should have traded this card. Yep. These should be right there. All right. They are now doing their action. They are going to go ahead and travel. All right, they're going to travel right here. That moves them forward on this track. They are now on top of me again to break all ties. And we'll probably see a tie come up soon, so you can kind of see what that might imply. All right, that was their action. Me, I have 2 actions left. I have a 7 and a 2. Did I trade? I did not. I almost forgot again. This was the action they did. So that goes there. Okay. That's so difficult for me to remember. I have to put the card out there. So, oh, you know what? I haven't even turned the lights on for this coverage. You know what? I need to make this look better, don't I? Let's see. Let's get the lights going. At least one of them. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'll put both of them on. There it is. Yay. Hopefully that's not terrible glare. I can put this off. What am I doing, guys? I have the lights on. Hopefully it's better, not worse, but that's how it's going to be. Sorry if I just shook the camera a little bit. Alright, what was I doing? Distracted by the lack of pretty lights. Okay, was it me? Yes, it is me. Alright, I have 2 and a 7. I will... I want a 5, I want a 3, or a 1. Well, I'm going to take the 3 here. I'm going to spend a 7 to take this 3. Lets me move up. Yay, get out of here. And I like to spend 1 cube to put 2 cubes out. So I'll do this special action right there. Alrighty. Over here now, they are going to sail. They are going to sail. That goes there. Put that right there. And they haven't sailed yet, so that put a ship out here, and they will put a cube out. All right, back to me. I have one action left. It's a 2. There are no 1s out there. I don't have a card to discard. And I don't have 2 servants, but I could spend 2 of these to get 1 servant and do an action. I think I will because I hate to throw actions away. So I'm going to spend 2 of these to get a servant, and I'm going to spend 2 servants. So I would have got 1 in order to do an action. So I can pick anywhere I want. Well, there's a 3 out there, but I don't want to do the jade. So I'm just going to do an action that benefits me the most or gives me a good card. Or, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go there because I don't have to spend. Take the 7. And I don't have to spend any cubes because I don't have any. And I can just go move 1 for free. And go ahead and take this, which lets me discard a card from my discard and trade it. Essentially trading a card. So I might get that 3, I think. And I'll give away, well, I guess I'll give away the 7 I just got. Yes, it's a lesser number, but having that 3 is nice for up here. So I'm going to do that. I will take it. My hand is looking mighty fine. All right, their last action for the round. Whoops, wrong thing. They are going to do this. So they're going to go ahead and get top again. And they're trading this. Boom. That completes that. So now I take their hand again and see what they're going to do. They are going to travel. Boom. They take that. Lets them put a cube on a ship. They can do that. Done. Next. They can spend 2 cubes to travel. Well, they have 2 servants, so they're going to spend 2 to travel again. They don't care about that action, so they're just going to take a victory point. They now have 6 of those right here. So they could spend that for a jade, unfortunately, which I do not like. Next. Well, they do have a cube. So this will let them put a cube down on their ship again. They spend a cube to put a cube. So they only had 1 cube. So they have to spend this cube to put a cube down. So that means they are going to spend 2 of these in order to put a cube down. Because they didn't have the cube to put down, they had to spend 1 in order to put 1 down. So they actually needed 2 cubes, which they didn't have, so they had to spend 2 to acquire that cube. Now their ship is actually full. So they're not going to, there's no action they can take right here. They're going to wait for it to move. They're going to score 4 victory points in a moment here. But this is gone. And they're going to have to spend 2 more of these to get the cube here. And that cube will then allow them to move 2 spaces here. 1, 2. And that is that. So we assume that they get 2 because it is round 2. So they're going to get 2 servants. I am going to get 1, 2, 3. Thankfully, I beat them. So I get 3. And I will get 3 victory points for having the majority. So 17, I will also move up 1 step, which I have to pay attention to. I need to get to the top of that. And the boats will move 1 space. I have to pay attention to that too. And they're going to go here. Boom. They're going to spend that. I hope that is correct, that they have to stop here. They had 3 cubes. So one of these neutral cubes will go on the spot for 4 victory points. That's only for solo, only for the AI. They just use a neutral color. And they're going to get 4 victory points. That puts them at 6. Their ship comes back because it was redeemed. And now we go to round 3. Boom. First player is going to remain me. These will replenish. Oh, I don't like the fact that, look at all that. 3 in a row for Jade. Jeez. I'm gonna get clobbered, guys. I'm gonna get clobbered. They get Jade left and right. Alright. Next, roll the dice. Six, eight, eight. Alright. The sunset, or the sunrise, I should say. So I will get a cube, which I really don't need, because I'm going to get 4 anyway, which I don't have enough. So I'll get that, I'll move up 2, which I like much better. And we get our cubes. I'm only going to get 2 instead of 4, because that's all I have. I have too many cubes out here doing stuff. What's going on? Alright, and they are going to get their 4, which they will gladly take. They have plenty in their offering. Alright, now we do our actions, round 3. Let's do it. It is my turn. I would like to get that going for sure. Oh, yeah, nice. And there's an 8 there. Yes, easy pick. That. I want 2 cubes. 2 cubes. I'm spending 1 cube to put 2 out there. These now go away, because I'm going to go ahead and redeem that for my double worker. Right there. And I put one of those cubes right there. I was tempted to get another card, but you know what? I'm running low on workers, so I want the double worker. There we go. That was that action. Now back to them. Alright, they're doing their special one. Joy. Goes right there. They're going to take that. No cost. Gives them more victory points. Yay, yay, yay. And they're going to play a card. So that card goes right there. Back to me. I got a 3, 3, and a 5. Not very good cards, because I don't beat very much out there. So what I'll do is I'll travel. What do I have? Well, you know, I might save that for next turn. What else is out there? 4. So I can do that. That's going to really hurt me. I think I will do this. I'll take this 4. And I can contribute to the wall. I will. I'm going to use my double worker. So my double worker counts as 1 block, which is great because I just finished off the wall. In a 1 or 2 player game, 4 does it. So I did that. I am just spending for the 1 cube, which is free. So I put my double work out there. I get these back in these here. I'm going to get 3 victory points. Boom. I will get 1 step up here. Awesome. And I could spend these to get cubes, or because it shows right here, I can spend my influence. It's a tough call because right now I have a tiebreaker, and I might need that tiebreaker, but I also might need servants. I'm going to spend 1. I will spend 1 to get 1 servant, and it can be my double worker, so that makes the decision a little bit easier for me. All right. So that was that action, and then I can go ahead and get that right back because I'm here, and I'll have first player in the last round as well. Haven't given up that first player token. All right, their action. They are going to contribute to the wall too. Now that I'm empty and now it's gone, it's going to be all theirs. They're going to go ahead and do that. They do the basic one, so 1 servant right on there, and they're going to put that right there. Done. Back to me. Now that became a lot easier. I do want to go for that. I'm going to do this trade. So I'm going to go here. Take that. I can get trade from my discard or my hand something on the board. Well, I want the 8, so I might take the 9. But this gives me a cube. So I could just take the 8 straight up with one of these, because I know I want that 8. Oh, I have an 8, yes. I don't care about this 1. So I'm going to trade from my discard right here. Put that here by virtue of this symbol. Let me trade either from my hand or my discard. So I acquired that 8 that I so desperately wanted. And I still have my action here. So I'm going to put a double worker out. I'm going to do just the same thing I did last time. I'll put a double worker out. Do I want to trigger it? If I spend 1 cube, I can go ahead and throw another one on there. What am I going to do with this? Yeah, I think I might do that. I will spend a cube, and I'm going to go ahead and finish it. So these go right back. There. I'll get 3 more victory points. Move up another step. And I can trade again. I don't think I will this time. This time I'm not going to. I can get another servant. But I think I'm better served not doing that. Alright. Their turn. Let's see, I went first. Okay, yeah. Alright, they are going to do a decree. And this is their first decree, so let's see how that works. We're in round 3, so they will get a level 3. They will go ahead and take the top 1, I believe. I should look at that. Let's see. When they do decrees, if choosing between 2 available decrees at the same level, he obtains the cheaper one where the human player is not present. Or if both are unoccupied, he will obtain the bottom one. That's not the one I wanted him to take. I want him to take that one, because he only has 1 of those. But he is taking the bottom one. Dang. Bad luck. So he's going to go ahead and spend 3 cubes, 3 servants, and put 1 out here. Unfortunately, he's going to get endgame points for every 3 he has, which is going to be... oh, actually, he doesn't calculate his jade until the end before the decrees. So thankfully, the jade will not add to his total at that point. But he's going to get 1 extra victory point for every 3 he made up. So at the moment, he gets 2. There will be more than that, I'm sure. All right, and that's endgame points. So I don't care right now. I don't have to move anything. Back to me with my last action, and I had already planned to take this one. And I think that's the right call. I'm always worried about this. So I will get a servant. I'll take my double, why not? And I can move. Do I want to just get it over with? No. I'm going to move 1. Okay. He has 1 action to go. I'm going to put these aside. I have to shuffle these. And his last action is travel. So he is traveling, and he's going to go ahead and do that. He spends 3 cubes if he can. He cannot do that. He can get 2. He will take that. Quick check if he doesn't have that. I assume he's just going to take a victory point for everything he doesn't take. That will be a rules check, but I think he gets a victory point, if I'm not mistaken. If there is a travel icon he cannot fulfill. Travel, travel, travel. Alright, let's see. Special cases. Yeah, it looks like in most cases here, in the special cases, he gets a victory point instead. Answer, they remove servants to be earned as jail as usual. If he has insufficient funds, he must exchange travel tokens. Yeah. If he is ever able to exchange tokens for jade, he must do so immediately. So technically, he was supposed to do that immediately. So that was one rules goof. When he couldn't use it for servants like I did earlier in the game. Immediately, once he hit that 6 spot, he was supposed to trade that for jade. So sorry about that. That is one rules mistake I just saw. It's a little exception right there. But I'm going to give him the victory point for what he could not complete there. And let's move on. That's the end of the round right there, or the end of that phase. We now see, we're going to assume he has 3. So we're going to give him 3. Oh, nope. He's got to do more cool stuff. Almost forgot. First thing he's going to do, he's going to do a free travel. So he's going to go here. And he, if he collects his token, which discards a gift card, so we see jade, and takes a jade. If this happens, the time, so he gains a VP instead. Another one of those exceptions. Next, he is going to, he's going to spend a cube, which he has, to put a cube out, which he doesn't have, so he's going to exhaust these 2 in order to put a boat out here with a cube on it. That is that one. Next, he's going to travel. Again, that will give him a victory point. Climbing up slowly. And last, he is going to... and this one should have went, sorry. This one should have went here. He traveled for his last action. All right, and this one, he is going to spend 2 cubes. He doesn't have it, so we don't do it. There we go. Start player is me. We're going to replenish those. 1, 2, and that one. All right. Oh, did we not do this? We got to see how we compare it. He had 3. So, 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. I get 4. And that means I get the 3 victory points. And I get to move here. Yes. Don't have to worry about that. Ship boats move up 1. All right. Back to that, I got first player, replenish those, roll the dice. We're in round 4 now, last round. Roll the dice, 2, 2, 7, so 2s are what's hot. I get a cube, doesn't really matter because I'm going to get 4 anyway, so I'm just going to replenish what I have. And this gentle fellow is going to, oh, and what else? I move up 2. They are going to get 4 cubes as well. Alrighty, let's do this. And it is me. All right. I have 2 8s, a 4, and a 1. If I go there, it's going to cost me a lot, but it is worth it because I have 26 victory points, so I can go for that 10-pointer. So I'm very tempted to do that, and it has a 2, even that sells me right away. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to spend a 4 to get this 2. I will move up. Well, I don't move up, but I do get a victory point. I'm not going to spend any extra. I'll take the 1 victory point. That's good. That will put me up to the 9 bonus because I have 27 victory points. 27 to 3 will be 9, so that is good. Very good. And I have to spend 4 cubes. That's not good. Not good. 4 cubes to put 1 out. Hopefully that doesn't bite me, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm sticking to it. Their action. Their action is their special one. Yay. So they are going to take one of these for free. Already they have 5, which is 15 victory points. So they're going to be shooting up. Hopefully I don't see any more of those. All right, they're done there. My turn. 8, 8, 1. I would like to get another 2. There are no 2s. There are no 7s. All right, well, there's this 9 here. I could play the 1. It would give me a decree, which I don't really care for because that's going to spend too many cubes, really. I think I will do this, though. Maybe I'll try to get that 4 victory points. I'll probably be jumping over them, though. Yuck. That might not be good. I would like to be here. Well, I could go here and just not move my ship. And then he's going to move at the end. And if I have 3 cubes on here, when it moves in the last phase, I can redeem it for those 4 victory points. That sounds good to me. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go there. Is that the right move? Yeah, I think so. So I will do that. Also, I got to take advantage because the 1's only beat a 9. So if he were to take an exchange, one of those, I'm stuck with my 1. So yeah. As far as that, do I really want to spend cubes to get 3 victory points? No, I don't. I really don't. So I'm just going to do this action. I'll put a boat on. I'm not going to move the boat. I'm going to put this, my double worker, right there. And I'm going to hope to do this action one more time. Do I have 1? No, I don't. So I'll have to come back here and do that to put the other cube on. Okay, now I know. What are they doing? Jade, hey, what do you know? At least I have to pay for this one. So Jade, they have to spend 4 servants to get that. All right. Well, they've already stung as much as they can, really, because now after every Jade, it's +2. That last Jade they scored them 5 victory points, but now from now on, it's going to score them 2. So they've done the damage pretty much that was expected. Back to me. I have an 8 and an 8. I do want to do that. So I don't see a 2 out there still. I don't see a 7. So I'm still good to do this. Let's do this. I'll do this action. I'm just going to move up 1. And I'll take that. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to take it. And I will spend essentially put a cube on there for free. I'm not going to cash out because I would like to cash out when it moves. So I'm done. Next. Oh man, am I messing up? Yes, I am. They should have traded at the Jade twice. So this should have went there. Sorry about this. This should have went there. All right. Now they're set. All right, they're going to move up 1 here. Again, lucky for them, they don't care about finishing that as much. So that would be really bad if that were a real player. They would not be able to win the game. The AI doesn't care about that as much. They'll just move up their 1 spot. All right, that is a good action for me that he does that. I hope he does it again. I think there's only 1 of those. I could be wrong. There might be 2. All right, and I have 1 last action here. It's an 8. I could do the trade. What did they put out there? They put a... Oh, they didn't do it. They are doing this. Oh, yes, it's a 2. That will help, hopefully. That is awesome. Oh, did I do that wrong? I did. Oh, here's a rules goof. This was here. I took this from the wrong pile, didn't I? I did. They already earned that? Oh man, I may have messed up big time. I don't know. But I am just going to play through. This is actually what it is. Dang. I may have messed up against myself. I'm not sure at this point, but I have to play it like that because that's how it looks right to me. All right. My last action is an 8. I don't care about that. I may care about that. Unfortunately, there's no 2 now. There is a 7. if I went here, let's see, I have 2 blocks. I get 2 victory points if I take 2. I get 1 victory point if I move up 1. If I move up 2, I'll get 2 victory points either way. So that's an option. This, I could try to take majority of that and steal away 3 victory points. I like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to steal away those victory points, and I'll show you if that what I mean. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend these 2 to get an extra servant. Now I spend 1 cube to put out 2. So now I have majority there. This is something that can resolve it. That's the very first thing that resolves. So as long as I don't see that symbol from them right now, it's a good move. Let's see if we do. We don't. That was a good move for me then. They're going to do the ship. Okay, so they are going to put one of these out. And that's fine with me. I don't mind that at all. All right, so we both did all of our actions. We now do... Oh, this goes here. We now do his special stuff. 1 cube. Oh, it puts on a ship, so he is going to trigger. He's going to trigger that. 1 puts. He gets rid of 1 to put 1 out. Dang. So he's going to get 4 victory points right there. 4, 13. All right, that was that one. Next. He doesn't have 2 cubes. He cannot get 2 cubes. We're going to skip that. He's going to travel now. He's going to jump over me and get a victory point for that. Now he has a way of getting 2 workers, so he's going to get a victory point. And he travels again for free. Just gives him the servant. That's fine. Oh, he would like to have that 1 more. All right. So he's going to get a servant. And he's going to spend 4 to get 2 victory points, because this is end the game stuff. So 2 victory points, 1, 2. Next, we're gonna see how we did here. All right, he has 4. We're assuming he has 4. That's 2. Not good enough. So essentially, I'm gonna get 2 cubes. Don't really care about it. He would get 4. Since now he has a majority for the first time, he's getting those 3 victory points, puts him at 19. And he's moving up a step. All right, and the boats will move. That's good for me, because I'm moving here, cashing in for 4 victory points. Puts me at 31. Awesome. Okay, end game scoring here. I get 7 victory points. So that puts me at 38. Wait, I did this backwards. I am subtracting that. I'm back here. Sorry. I have to go by this first. I got majority there. That's awesome. So I get the 3 plus the 1 that would have got stuck on that. So I get 4 victory points there. 4, so 35. Next, we do the decrees. No, and yes. For both of us. So every 3, so I'm gonna get the 10 victory points max, because I have 35 points, so it puts me at 45. I'm doing a lot better than I thought. Hopefully I didn't mess up a bunch of rules in order to do this, but we'll see. They are at 19, so they get 6. So 6 victory points puts them at 25. The decrees are done. I now get 7, puts me at 52. Now we do the jade. I didn't have any. They have a total of 17 points. 17 points worth of jade. So that puts them at 42. Boom. All right. Let me make sure, because now it's like, did I actually win by 10? Really? End game scoring. Final scoring identical with one exception. The one exception is they didn't have to reach the Palace of Heavenly Purity. I believe I just won 52 to 42, and I hope I didn't make a bunch of rules mistakes in order to make that possible. But there you go. That was a solo run through of Gugong.